pretrial services is structured differently throughout the country, depending on the jurisdiction that you're in. What we do primarily here in Harris County, we do the assessment. So we assess risk and we manage risk. So we do the assessment on the 84,000 that are arrested on AB misdemeanors and felonies in Harris County within a year. And then what we do is we manage those that are released on a pretrial bond. Typically speaking, pretrial bond is going to be those that are considered typically lower risk individuals. There may be some people that may be higher risk that end up on pretrial bond. Those that are released on financial bonds are supervised by Community Supervision and Corrections Department, the Probation Department, based on a county attorney opinion about, I think it's back in 2010. And so, although we do all the assessments for everyone that's arrested on AB misdemeanors and felonies in Harris County, there is a bifurcated system of supervision that separates out for those that are placed on financial secure bond and then those that are placed on what locally we call pretrial bond, or what more nationally known as personal bond.
Mm-hmm. So if an individual is arrested in Harris County, do they hit a pretrial evaluation for both AB misdemeanors but also felonies? Is
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, so then where are they having this interview? Are they having it up when they hit the county, or when they hit the city jail, or when are they having the meet with pretrial?
So we have a couple different locations, but primarily we are interviewing them at the Harris County Jail, but we also are staffed to interview at the Houston Police Department as well. And so we are interviewing at the Houston Police Department, and it's critical for us because our current risk assessment tool, I know we're going to get into the new tool we're going to be using here in July, but our current risk assessment tool is an interview-based tool. So you have to have an interview to be able to assess the risk, to be able to move forward in terms of a recommendation. And so we have to interview them either at Harris County Jail or at the Houston Police Department, where we're currently staffed.
How? I cannot conceive it in my mind that how you all are able to interview so many people. How are you able to do that?
The way that the system is structured, and we just have a phenomenal staff that's working out. But I will say this, that we, in terms of percentages, our goal was always to interview 100% of the people that fall within the felonies or AB misdemeanors. What we have historically completed is about 80% of those. And so there's a 20% gap that we're not going to be able to get, or we haven't consistently been able to get. Either they're not available going to the hospital, or they refuse to be interviewed for those reasons. So there's 20% that we're not capturing. And the new tool, we're going to talk about it a little bit later, I know, but the new tool, it's a non-interview based risk. So we'll be in a position to do 100% assessment on those that are arrested in Harris County without having to do an interview for them.
Are you, do you come upon the situation where an individual posts a bond before they can get interviewed?
So when they're arrested, currently in the system, the way the system is set up, if they're arrested at those outlier jails, and the bail schedule is applied, they're able to bond out from those outlier spaces in the current pretrial release system, yes. And
is the current tool, is that the TRAS, or is it something different?
No, the current tool is called the Harris County Pretrial Risk Assessment.
So risk assessment, that's, and I'll say down at the courthouse, the TRAS, the risk assessment, the CAST, they're all kind of thrown out there. Do you have any involvement with the TRAS, or is it you're strictly the Harris County Risk Assessment?
We're strictly Harris County Risk Assessment. It was vetted and validated for pretrial services here in Harris County. And again, it's a front-end tool that's used to assess risk for those that are arrested and during the pretrial stage of their case.